Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to start with this. XRP pro lawyer disagrees with Saylor that all crypto assets other than Bitcoin are securities. So on February 26th, in a tweet, Saylor said, Gensler's comment confirms that consensus is building that everything other than Bitcoin is a security and needs to be regulated by the SEC. He added that the development makes Bitcoin the only cryptocurrency suitable to be used as a global currency. I'm telling you right now, Bitcoin is never going to be a global currency. There's never going to be an alternative society that only uses Bitcoin either. Retail investors are going to come into crypto and get wrecked inside of Bitcoin at some point. It's just a matter of time. Attorney Deaton says it's false. Saylor's statement did not sit well with Attorney Deaton, who disagreed with the Bitcoin Maxi in a tweet today. Aside from Bitcoin Maxis and Gensler, Attorney Deaton said there is no consensus in the crypto industry that everything other than Bitcoin is a security. And we know XRP is not a security either. Gary is just working above the law at this point. Chia Network's president Gene Hoffman is certain that Ripple will lose against the SEC. Here's another one. This guy should be rooting for Ripple, and he should be hoping the SEC never comes after XCH. He even talks about a loophole here. He's trying to find a way that XCX is not a security, but Gary will still label it as one no matter what. He should be rooting for Ripple to win. Forbes throws its weight behind Ripple to uncover the truth as the veil slowly lifts, revealing that XRP is not a security. The level of support for Ripple is overwhelming. And you know, if Forbes gets their hands on the Hinman documents, they're going to put them out to the public instantly. I can't wait for that to happen. So XRP and ODL connection. Bill Morgan, an XRP enthusiast, shared a screenshot from Ripple's Q4 2022 report noting that Ripple sold XRP only in connection with the on-demand liquidity transactions. He added that this is happening since 2019, and thus the SEC has refrained from the injunction on the current XRP sale. He added, there is no common enterprise between the ODL customer who buys the XRP to transfer it and the recipient who converts it into some fiat at the other end. Thus, if the current sale of XRP is only for ODL transactions and not an investment, they are not within an expectation of profit, which doesn't make it a security. You know, we could go on and point out all the reasons XRP isn't a security, but Gary cannot let it go. He wants to delay Ripple until the right time. I still believe that's what's really going on. Ripple versus SEC. Empowerment Oversight says public deserves answers from SEC about Hinman's speech. And we see here, the public deserves answers from the SEC as to what exactly the agency knew about Hinman's speech and when they knew it. I also would like them to look into what Gary was talking to George Soros about behind closed doors and what he was talking to Sam Bankman-Fried about. The corruption runs deep at the SEC. Susan Friedman, International Policy Counsel at Ripple. I don't think Ripple is going to wait forever. Even if they win the lawsuit, will they stay in an environment that's hostile to crypto? Deaton thinks the U.S. can have regulations implemented at earliest by 2025. Now, I think we'll have regulations sooner than 2025. But really, why would Ripple stay in such an environment that's hostile to crypto? That's why the U.S. is pushing crypto right out of the country, little by little. And it's going to continue at the rate we're going. SWIFT ISO 222 payment systems upgrade implementation for banks. And now we see that everything is still on track with this. And at the present time, 7 cryptocurrencies are compliant with ISO 222. They're Quant, Ripple, Stellar, Hedera, IOTA, XDC Network, Algorand, and Cardano. Now, there's probably going to be a few more added later as time goes on. and the new financial system starts to come up and running. But for now, those are the 7 important ones. Level up your XRP ledger savvy. In this course, test your knowledge of hooks. And I like the innovation around the XRP ledger. It's always expanding and growing. The XRP ledger is powered by a global community of builders, developers, creators, validators, and innovators. As such, the XRP ledger is constantly evolving with new innovations that align with the values of decentralization, security, sustainability, and scalability. New features are added to the XRP ledger through the amendment process, which uses the core consensus process of the network to approve any changes by showing continuous support before those changes go into effect. An amendment requires 80% support for 2 weeks before it's applied. And the latest one that they're working on is hooks. Hooks is a proposal that would add smart contract functionality to the XRP ledger if it is accepted. Hooks are small pieces of code that allow logic to be executed before and or after transactions. Example, a bank could add a hook to only accept payments from a specific list of addresses to ensure that it only receives money from known entities in order to be compliant with regulations. I'm sure that will get implemented because that looks very solid. California plaintiffs hit back at the motion to allow 7 non-parties to submit an amicus curiae brief in the Ripple lawsuit. This is the other Ripple lawsuit that's going on in California. Johnny Deaton's fighting that on behalf of all XRP holders. In the ongoing Ripple lawsuit, California plaintiffs hit back at John Deaton, who filed a motion to allow 7 non-parties to submit an amicus curiae brief in support of the defendant's opposition to the lead plaintiff motion for class certification. In their response, the plaintiffs argued that Deaton's proposal brief was procedurally and substantively improper. The proposed amnesty, who included Deaton's family members and employees, have nothing unique or relevant to offer and merely rehash the arguments made by the defendants, according to the plaintiffs. Additionally, Deaton's claims of representative of a punitive class of 75,890 XRP holders are allegedly false. The amnesty are no friends of the court. Instead, they are friends and family members of the amicis counsel, Johnny Deaton, a self-proclaimed XRP enthusiast and public personality on social media. So they just want the amicus briefs thrown out at this point. But you got to remember, there's 75,890 other XRP holders who could easily file an amicus brief in opposition to the plaintiff's request. And again, I believe this goes back to 2018. And I think the guy who filed this lawsuit literally only lost like $50, if I remember it correctly. Maybe some of you know about that. Definitely put it in the comments down below. Interesting, coming from European Parliament. And if you take a look at this, Ripple was not designed to be used by private persons for payments for goods and services. That's where a lot of people think that we're not supposed to hold XRP. This isn't for retail, it's for the big banks. The target groups are banks and other financial institutions that can use it as a payment settling, currency exchange, and remittance system. The business goal of the creators of Ripple is that it will replace SWIFT as a global provider of secure financial messaging services. Ripple does not use blockchain technology. A unique distributed consensus mechanism through a network of servers is used to validate transactions. Now, I believe early on, XRP was for everyone. Then later, the banks looked at it and said, this should not be held by retail. But yet, they were too late. We were already holding XRP. So there was nothing they could really do at that time. This is where it kind of gets into that gray area where they believe they're going to confiscate our XRP or they're going to have a buyback of our XRP. I don't think that's going to happen. What I think is going to happen is XRP is going to hit higher prices. People are going to sell it. And at some point, you may not be able to buy back in. That's where I see this going. Ripple has partnered with over 100 plus banks worldwide. On demand liquidity using XRP to bridge currencies and move money frictionless in seconds is a game changer for the FX markets. Don't wait until the bull run starts. And that's what I'm saying. You got to buy it now while you still can, because we don't know how things are going to change in the future. On top of that, look at all the partnerships Ripple has with banks and on all those on-demand liquidity corridors going live throughout the world. That's what's going to really push up the price of XRP. Ripple scores new ODL partner as XRP bulls targets these price levels. Now, they always put these crazy price levels in where XRP can go, and it's always like pennies. I believe XRP is going much higher in the future. But Ripple partner Tranglo announced today that it has signed Xrpl, one of Australia's fastest growing fintech companies, as a new partner. Xrpl will use Tranglo's cross-border payment solutions, including the XRP-based on-demand liquidity payment technology. I had to stress that because they're going to use ODL as well, according to a press release. As part of Tranglo's global push for Ripple's ODL, the partnership will also allow Xrpl to leverage ODL to maximize working capital and deliver quick and cost-effective transactions across key corridors, including Indonesia, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, India, and Bangladesh. The announcement reads, this is, again, like I always tell you, it might not be a partner of Ripple directly, but it's always through a partner of Ripple, like a massive network forming little by little. Former Ripple director admits to speculating with XRP. Now, what he was doing was he was using a tool to kind of play the market, I guess. So, former director of developer relations at Ripple, Matt Hamilton, commented on allegations of making money from XRP speculation and admitting to running a market maker on the XRP ledger. According to Hamilton, there is no secret to this, and the developer himself has openly stated this before, even putting it on his CV when he joined Ripple. The market maker has been operating on a decentralized exchange on XRP Ledger since 2017, the developer says. In doing so, he operated on a market-neutral strategy, placing passive buy and sell orders, but with the aim of making a profit. It is not known whether the former Ripple official is using the bot now, but a year ago it was still running. Now, a lot of people, it didn't even make them mad. They said, hey, I just want to be able to use this bot as well to make money for myself. Other people said he's playing the market and that's why XRP keeps dumping out. But I don't think it goes that big. But again, I just figured I would share that with all of you. But like I said, right now we're just in that waiting phase, you know. The 20th of this month is going to be pretty big when ISO finally gets up and running, but I don't think we're going to see price movement right away. I think it's going to take place little by little over time for XRP to start rising in value. But we'll have to see. Who knows? Maybe we'll start seeing those euphoric green candles. And hopefully this judge finally puts this case to rest already so we could move forward. But until then, stay patient, stay positive. We'll see you in the next one. And I appreciate all of you watching my videos. Thank you all again. Have a great night.